Hello, everyone, and welcome to Talk Palena. My name is Lena, and I'm so happy you're here with us.
And I'm Paul. It's great to have you listening. Talk Palena is the perfect podcast for intermediate English learners who want to feel more confident with their speaking and listening skills.
That's our goal. We want to make learning English fun and practical. Before we start, if you enjoy our show, please take a moment to subscribe, like, or share it with a friend who is also learning.
It really helps us create more content for you. So, Lena, I'm excited for today's topic. It makes me think about vacations. Have you been on any trips recently?
I was in Italy last month. It was wonderful, but the airport part is always a little bit of a challenge.
I know what you mean. So many signs and announcements and different steps to follow.
Exactly. And that's what we are talking about today. English for the airport and traveling. We're going to give you some simple, essential phrases to help you navigate the airport with confidence.
This is going to be so useful. I think a lot of learners worry about this. So, where do we start, Lena?
Let's start at the very beginning, the check-in desk. This is where you get your ticket and leave your large bags.
Okay, I'm at the desk. What do I say?
A great polite phrase is, "Hello, I'd like to check in for my flight to," and then you say your destination. For example, "I'd like to check in for my flight to Paris."
I'd like to. That's short for I would like to. Why is that better than saying I want to check in?
Good question. "I want" can sound a bit too direct, maybe a little demanding. "I'd like" is softer and more polite in English, especially when you are asking for a service.
Okay, that makes sense. Be polite.
Another thing you might be asked is, "Would you like a window or an aisle seat?" A window seat is next to the window, so you can look outside. An aisle seat is next to the aisle or the walkway, which makes it easier to get up. Now it's time for our listeners to practice. Please repeat the phrase after me. "I'd like to check in for my flight to Paris." Excellent. Next, the agent will probably ask for your passport. They'll say, "May I have your passport, please?" You can just hand it to them and say, "Here you are."
And what about my big suitcase?
Right. They will ask, "Do you have any bags to check?" The bags you check are the large ones that go in the cargo hold of the plane.
And the small bag I take with me on the plane is called a carry-on, right?
Exactly. So, if you have one large suitcase, you can say, "Yes, just this one." Let's practice that. Repeat, "Yes, just this one."
And if I only have my small carry-on bag?
Then you simply say, "No, I only have a carry-on." Let's practice that one too. Repeat, "No, I only have a carry-on."
Okay, check-in is done. What's next? Security?
Yes, the security check. For this part, listening is more important than speaking. You need to follow the instructions of the security officers.
Right? They always seem to be shouting instructions.
They do. So listen for keywords. You will probably hear, "Please take your laptop and any large electronics out of your bag."
Keywords: laptop, electronics, take out. Got it.
You'll also hear about liquids. Remember, liquids like water or perfume must be in small bottles. An officer might say, "Please place all liquids in a separate bin." A bin is the plastic tray for your belongings.
Okay, so the main skill for security is listening carefully.
Exactly. Now, after security, we need to find our gate. The gate is the door you go through to get on the plane.
How do I find my gate number?
First, look at your boarding pass. That's the ticket the check-in agent gave you. The gate number is on it. But sometimes the gate changes, so you must also check the big screens in the airport.
What are those screens called?
They are called departures boards. You find your flight number on the board, and it will show you the correct gate number and if the flight is on time.
And if I get lost and can't find the board or my gate?
Don't worry, just ask an airport employee. A very polite phrase is, "Excuse me, could you tell me where gate canine is?"
Could you tell me where? That sounds very useful for asking for directions in general.
It is. Let's practice that. Please repeat. "Excuse me, could you tell me where gate canine is?"
Okay, we found the gate. Now we wait. And then it's time to board the plane, right?
Yes, boarding means getting on the plane. You'll hear an announcement at the gate, like, "We are now boarding passengers in Zone 1. A zone is just a group. Your zone number is on your boarding pass.
So I listen for my zone number and then I go to the desk at the gate. What do I need?
The gate agent will ask, "May I see your boarding pass and passport, please?" You show them your documents, they scan your pass, and you are on your way to the plane.
We're on the plane. What's next?
Now you find your seat. The seat number is also on your boarding pass. Then listen to the flight attendants. They give important safety instructions.
Right? They say things like, please fasten your seatbelt.
Yes, and please stow your carry-on luggage either under the seat in front of you or in the overhead bin.
That's a long sentence.
It is. Stow just means to put away securely, so put your bag away, fasten your seatbelt, and relax.
Okay, fast forward. The flight is over, and we've landed at our destination. But wait, where is my big suitcase?
Not so fast. Before you get your bags, you usually have to go through immigration and customs. Haha, time for the final step, baggage claim. You need to follow the signs in the airport for baggage claim.
And at baggage claim, there are all those moving belts.
They are called carousels. Each carousel has a screen that shows which flight's bags will arrive there. If you're not sure, you can ask an employee.
What's a good way to ask?
You can say, "Excuse me, where is the baggage claim for the flight from London?" It's helpful to say the city you flew from.
That makes sense. It helps them help you.
Let's practice that last question. Please repeat. "Excuse me, where is the baggage claim for the flight from London?"
But what if my bag doesn't arrive on the carousel? The worst feeling.
Oh no, it's rare, but it can happen. If your bag is lost, look for a desk that says baggage services or lost luggage. You can tell the person, "I'm afraid my bag didn't arrive." They will help you fill out a form.
That's good to know. Baggage services.
And that's it. You've made it through the entire airport experience.
Wow, that feels so much easier when you break it down into steps. Should we do a quick review of the main phrases?
Great idea. First, at check-in, I'd like to check in for my flight to...
And you might need to say, I only have a carry-on.
Then, to find your gate, ask, "Excuse me, could you tell me where gate K9 is?"
At the gate, listen for your zone number to board.
And finally, at your destination, ask, "Where is the baggage claim for the flight from..."
That was so helpful, Lena. The most important thing seems to be staying calm and not being afraid to ask for help.
You are absolutely right. People at airports are there to help you. So practice these phrases and your next trip will be much smoother.
And that's all the time we have for today on Talk Palena. We hope you learned something new.
Thanks so much for listening. Please remember to subscribe to Talk Palena on your favorite podcast app so you don't miss our next episode.
Join us next time for more simple and useful English. Until then, bye for now.
Goodbye, everyone. Happy travels.